morning everyone, welcome to a decluttering motivation inspiration video today. I am tackling piles in my home today, and if this resonates with you, if you have piles of clutter that have accumulated in your home, normally it's happening sort of slowly and insidiously over many months, then this might resonate with you today, this video. So I have a number of piles, as you will see, in my home, and I just really felt like I had the kind of motivation and energy to tackle these today. Now, piles of clutter. I think that there are a few different reasons that we accumulate piles of clutter. A lot of the time they are delayed decisions. So what I mean by that is they have just sat there, you're looking at them and just keep walking past them, and you actually need to decide, okay, what am I going to do about this item? So they are items that need to be decluttered, or they may have been items that you have decided you are going to declutter, but they still need to be taken up to the second-hand store, and therefore they're just kind of sitting there in a pile. They may be items that have a designated home within your space or within your home, and they just haven't been taken back there, or you need to actually give them a designated home within your home. They may be items that you have borrowed from someone and haven't returned yet, or they may be items that you have decided you will sell online somewhere and haven't actually done it yet. And piles of clutter are often a smoke sign of maybe someone who is feeling overwhelmed, burdened, exhausted, someone who maybe is not spending enough time at home, so therefore they're just not cleaning, tidying, organising, decluttering. And it can be a smoke sign of someone who is maybe a single parent, or is working full time, maybe is caring for someone sick at home, and they just have a lot on their plate and they are trying to do it all. And all of these factors can come into when clutter can accumulate, and all of them are relevant and valid. And I think it is probably worthwhile just assessing, okay, well, why is this actually happening? But, with clutter, it can just happen so slowly over time, and I don't think anyone is exempt from it. I know I certainly aren't. But I think you get to the point where you just suddenly have a clarity moment and you realise that it needs to be sorted out. And today was that day for me. And all of these items on my table were pretty much a summary of all of the things I have just described. So I had camping gear that needed to be returned to someone I'd borrowed it from. I had books that needed to go up to the second-hand store, shoes and other items that belonged to my girls that needed to go back to their bedrooms. Items here including a vintage record player that I need to put onto Marketplace. And these things have just accumulated over the last week or so, or probably longer than that actually. And I finally had the energy and the motivation to actually deal with it. The one thing I did keep on there was the puzzle that my daughter is doing, because, hey, this is real life. My place is never going to look Pinterest worthy or perfect in any way, and we are a real family. So she's in the middle of doing this puzzle, and I'm going to keep it here for as long as she wants to, until she finishes it. Now, this next pile that I am sorting through has been at the top of my stairs for months and months and months, and it has kind of semi-served a purpose of being able to barricade my elderly dog upstairs if I haven't wanted her to go downstairs and eat the cat food. But mostly it has just become a dumping ground, another dumping surface for clutter to accumulate on. Essentially, it is a plastic box of Lego, which I have been trying to figure out where I would like to store that long term, and I will show you what I have managed to find for that in a minute. But because it was an extra surface, it just meant that things like camping equipment that needed to actually go back to its home downstairs, and bike helmets and just other random bits and pieces were just put on top of it because it was sitting there, and over the last months it kind of has just stayed there, and I have finally felt that today was the day to be able to sort it out. So you can see here I have a cane trunk. Now I got this off Marketplace. It was only 40 New Zealand dollars, and it's a very, very big trunk, and it's just much more aesthetic than a plastic box to be putting the Lego into. This Lego, I have another amount of the same size box downstairs, but it does have the lid on it, so I will keep it as is at the moment. But this particular box, I just needed to get rid of it from the stairs, and I thought this cane trunk would really look quite beautiful and functional as well. I put the Lego into this sheet because there's lots of little pieces, as I'm sure you are aware if you've got kids, and that will just keep it nice and tidy, and then if we bring the Lego out, it can just all be pulled out with the sheet. And then I might just put some extra blankets in here long term for over the winter. If we're a bit cold sitting on the sofas, in the lounge room, then we can pull those out. And I just need to find a place in my lounge where it will look beautiful and functional at the same time. And this pile again has been here for months and months and months as well. This was actually from when I did one of my garage declutters, and these boxes had been in the garage, and I pulled them out with good intention of actually going through them and having a good declutter, and then they have just sat here since then, walking past them, and you almost become a little bit numb to them actually being in the way. But there was extra towels and linens in here, some decorative flowers and just random stuff, as you can see. I actually think one of my next videos needs to be a linen cupboard declutter, because I have just got way too much, and I even don't have a huge linen cupboard. But now, after seeing what I have pulled out of here as well, I've realised it is just time to go through everything and pull out all of the linen items that are just way too old. They probably need to be taken somewhere like the SPCA or some kind of animal rescue to be used there. And then the box underneath was a box of old school books and art projects that my youngest daughter had done many, many years ago. So I'm just going to go through all of this and do a good declutter and throw out, and then leave some bits behind that I think she might want to keep. But when she gets home, I will show them to her and see what items she would like to keep for sentimental value for later on. I don't think she will want to keep most of these items, but I think it's disrespectful to ask, especially when they are more sentimental items that may hold a special memory that's not important to you, but it might be important to somebody else. Now, this next pile is one that just proved to me sometimes you just need a bit of thinking time on certain items before you declutter them. There was about 3 or 4 plastic storage containers here that I have put into the declutter box, and they are so cheap to buy these particular containers, so it's just better to ease myself of the burden of holding on to them because they're so easily and cheaply replaced, so I wasn't too worried about letting go of those. And then all of these other items you can see here is birthday cake decorating items, and I have had these here for a long time. They are so old, and even the food colouring, sort of food flavouring bottles here, they should have gone a long time ago because they will be out of date, but I just haven't quite had the brain sort of strength or span to actually make a decision on them. And so this was really great to finally make a decision today. I'm just going to be throwing most of these away, a couple of items to go into the decluttering box, and then the light up birthday numbers, I will hold on to those because we definitely use those numerous times each year for my own children and other members of my family, my niece and nephew, and even family members like my parents. So those I will keep, and I will just put them in a place downstairs where they are not going to be in the way. So the completion of that small decluttering pile has meant that I have decluttered a pile at the top of these stairs, the bottom of these stairs, and then around the corner going into my garage in the hallway there, which aesthetically just makes this whole stairwell look so much calmer and clutter-free. And then lastly, keeping it real with my last pile, which is a pile of laundry that I need to fold. And even are you a real family if you don't have piles of laundry that need to be folded? We are great at getting everything washed and dried and put into a pile, but it seems to be that last hurdle of actually getting the clothes into the various bedrooms that is the ongoing problem in my family anyway. But I'm at the point now where I just tend to take the piles of clothes to the designated rooms, and then what happens to them after that is up to the person who owns the clothes. And my kids are teenagers now, so they are more than capable and old enough to be putting their own clothes away. But did you know that one of the outcomes and benefits of decluttering and just getting all of this stuff out of our homes and out of our minds is that it really does open up space for us to become more creative? And this is something that I really believe to be true, and I have definitely felt it as well as I have been decluttering. The more that we declutter, it just gives us space and room to be able to do the things that we want to do and the things that we enjoy. And I get excited about this because it means that I can think about, what do I want my home to look like and my home to feel like, and how would I have the time to do that? And the answer, I think, is to declutter, declutter, declutter. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your busy weeks and family time to watch my videos. Please leave me a comment. I really do love to hear from you, and it spurs me on to keep making videos. Have a blessed week, everyone, and I will see you very, very soon.